Welcome everybody, it's just Paul. She's got a fake nose ring in and a lot of real spunk. Today we're going to be doing leftovers, as you see in the thumbnail. What does that mean though? What kind of leftovers are we? Oh, I just did something I didn't want to do. Cool, whatever. What does it mean that we're doing leftovers? Well, throughout the year, people bring up ideas to me of things that they might want. It doesn't necessarily result in like, it's more of a suggestion, and if there's no really close hard deadline, I'll be like, I'll get to it. And then because I have so much going on in life, it doesn't always work out. So, but I always have them in mind or in my email. Like it really never leaves my mind. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna wrap up a couple leftovers, as I call them, but very special pieces, okay? How are you guys doing? Anyone here? Tell me how you're doing. Hey, Luke, first one in the house. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming as always. We're gonna be doing guys, the season is upon us. Oh my gosh, the season is upon us. It starts for me in August, early August. Oh my gosh. Darlene, welcome. William, welcome to the show. You guys are going to be over here for me. I've got my monitors going. Does that maybe I should put you over here. It doesn't matter. Yeah, no, this makes more sense. Cool. People, come in. Darlene, thank you. Darlene, you're a semi-new face because believe me, I know the face. I know the names. Maybe not always the faces, but I know the names that come in here. So thank you for coming and chatting, because I gotta say, some of my friends, they're like, I watch your show. Don't you know I'm there? And I'm like, I don't know if you're not commenting. So let yourself be known. I will talk back to you. Not in a mean way, but I will. This is a conversation. This is not just a one-sided kind of thing. So, shall we get into the craft? We're going to talk about a little bit what I've done in the past couple weeks, and you can share as well. In the chat right now, you can tell me. I always have open with this, and you guys, I hope that you guys love this question, because I love this question as well. Oh, this is one of my favorite stock songs. It's called "I Saw a Ghost" by Lionel Casio. Tell me what is... Darling, you're always a chatty Cathy. I'm a chatty Cathy, or either way. Yeah, that's true. But today, tell me what is the best thing that you ate this week. I will tell you right off the bat, okay? I had something very cool last night. I've had this long time goal of trying a very specific dish that I know that I would absolutely love, and that is Canadian poutine fries. Now, I always thought or knew poutine to be gravy, cheese curds, fries. This one had a lot more on the menu, but I asked for just those things, and a parsley crema, which was so good. Oh my gosh, I had that literally last night. Me and my friends shared it amongst ourselves, and I don't know, I think that might have been the first time I ever really had it. I always used to get this meal, side dish, whatever you want to call it, this special little side dish at a local diner. If you're ever in Pittsburgh, it's a diner. It's a old-fashioned diner. It is like a silver bullet in the center of a sprawling modern city, and it's called Ritter's Diner in the center of Pittsburgh. It's in like East Liberty area. And I used to get what was called feta fries. I love them. I still love them to this day. It was a Greek diner, and I would always bring people there, and I had a couple different things that I would always get, and every time I would bring someone there, my friends would leave with like some kind of digestive problem. But I could take it. I don't know what was wrong with everybody else's stomachs or whatever, but that was the best thing I ate this week. Tell me in the chat what's the best thing that you ate. I always love just like people like say talk dirty to me, and I'm like, talk foodie to me, please. Darlene, spices is not a food. I'm sorry. Give me more. Okay. We are going to, however, start our craft, because why not? Oh, here we are. I found a new thing to do with my paper bags, guys. And that is to put them underneath my painting stuff. It's a little bit of a rocky surface. It's not really completely flat, but I'm always trying to find new things to do with my paper bags. I have so many of them. And you know, the better thing to do than recycle even is to reuse. I am the reuse queen. I don't know if I should be proud of that, but here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys actually. Oh, I realized I couldn't do this. Okay, I'm gonna find the picture because I was thinking like, oh, I'll just share my screen. Non-OBS, I should have had that prepared. Gosh darn it. Okay, no, we can find it. Well, what is the fastest way to find this? Okay, yes. I'll have it in two places because I'm going to have it on my screen as well. But can you tell? Okay, this is your hint. This is your hint of what we're going to be working on. I don't think you can tell. I wish I could flip myself the other, because I'm going to be like looking off this way and that looks weird. I should be like looking into whatever. Gosh darn it. Oh, I can't search on my phone. Let's see if it's in Google, the one that I exactly saw. Can you guess? While I search for my reference photo, we're going to be doing something with this. Can you guess what we're doing by just this? It's for a Halloween costume, and it's very Halloween-y. So take a gander, take a guess, please. Don't look at my phone. Don't peek. Write in the chat what you think that we're going to be doing. And then I'll look at the chat, and I will try to decide if you're telling me what the best thing you ate this week was or what you think my craft is going to be. One or the other. Don't look, don't peek. I think this is what I'm supposed to be looking for, but I actually... Oh, that's not it at all, is it? Oh. Okay. Well, it is it. It is it, but it's a little different than the reference picture that I got. Okay, so what'd you got? Okay, let's see. William, you had oatmeal with sliced strawberries and bananas. Oh my gosh, that sounds like such a delicious, homey, like healthy breakfast. Simple and sweet. Yes, yes. Recycling. Chicken nuggets, not so exciting, but still good. Listen, when you pair a good sauce with a chicken nugget, it is gourmet. It can be gourmet, okay? You can always elevate your fast food. It's no problem. So, this is what we're going to be working on. You recognize it. The thing is, I got a different reference that's not like Sam's looks. It's just like a come on, guy. Like, okay. See, it's like a translucent lollipop, but mine is a gingerbread that has green jack-o'-lantern face with glitter. So it's gonna be a little different. I just gave it all away. But I'm gonna use my reference up here. Actually, I think maybe I can just like throw it into the OBS. Is that something I can do? Can I just do that? Maybe I can. I'm gonna be really making this up. Image, sure. Create new. Let's do Sam. Make source visible, yes. Let's go find it. Okay, oh, I figured it out. Nothing like figuring it out on the literal fly. Literal fly. Did I download it or did I not? Oh my god, I could scream. Oh, there it is. Okay, wow, right in our faces. All right. So this is the reference that I'm going to be referencing. Let's put it just like right up here. Oh, and so what is the handle? We're gonna obviously like put this down the line here. There we go. Okay, so we'll have it up there a little bit. That is the reference that I'm working off of. I don't know where it came from or whatever, but it is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be a real stickler about this, and I believe I want to make it slightly darker. And we're going to go back and forth between some projects. Look exactly the same, Jessica. It's going to go a little darker, though. And plus, I think it needs just one more coat of glossy gloss anyways. As I call it. What's going on? Probably didn't need this much paint. I mixed a lot. So I just want it a little darker before we just really go all in. Yeah. Okay, that was useless. We're going to just... I'm going to try to mix up my brush marks that I just made. And I'm going to kind of transition between the different parts so that we're always doing something. What is the one thing that I always forget? I always forget when I'm setting up my station. It's paper towels. It's not like I never don't need them. Like, we always need them. Yo. Okay. All right, so what does he have up there? It's like a dark red. I think it's not brown. I'm gonna give myself an even bigger reference down here. It kind of looks brown, but I think it's red. The stripes on his little, yeah, it's like a, it's weird. And I didn't bring red over here. Good job, Jessica. Let me not moon you guys again. All right, now we're cooking with gas. I just found out recently, oh stop, please. I found out recently that cooking with gas was actually a slogan that was made up by the gas companies to get you to use gas. I didn't know that. Didn't know. Okay. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that right now. There were lots of things that I actually realized that I forgot to bring over, but we'll just get them as we need them. Because this is live! This is live, people! Okay, so first of all, this is like the best dowel that I feel like I have. It feels a little thin. It feels almost just about right. So it's white. It's white first. I don't have white either. Okay, once you get up, Jessica, you got to figure out other things that you know that you're going to need. Where do I get that glitter? Do I have that glitter? Oh, I wonder if I have glitter red. Do. Okay. I need red. Oh, no, I got red. I need white. And I need white. I need two different kinds of white. Okay. So last night, I had a really fun evening. Oh, you guys can't see my mess. Well, you can see some of my mess over here, but like on my floor currently, here, I'll show you. I'll let you into my life a little bit here. Behind me are just like, literally, it's gotta be upwards of at least 100 pieces of fake food, something like that. And that is me getting ready for Halloween. Guys, it's already happened. This is why we're doing this, is because I want to get these long-term, long-awaited projects done for some customers, from some inquisitive customers, and then I can kind of have a fresh start, a fresh slate for when these Halloween orders start to come in. If you are a customer, I will tell you the secret now. Get your costume early, because I am going to be jet setting all over the country this season, this holiday season as I call it, starting like end of August to December, and I'm only just basically going to be selling what I can sell. Like that's just gonna have to be how I say it, because when it came to things, when it came to like the Halloween season coming around and other things popping up, like really important things in my life, I was like, oh, but I have to do my store, I have to do Halloween stuff, I have to do, but I also don't want to like give up on the things that will come around. Like I'm going to my friend's wedding, my very good friend's wedding. I'm going to hopefully a premiere of one of my movies. That definitely does not come around again. So I want to take the opportunities as they come, and not deprive myself. I want it all, guys. I want it all. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I've ever traveled so much in one season as I am going to be for all of this coming up. Oh, I should have cut it first. Let's see here. I think that this would be about like cut. Well, I might as well just let it dry now. God, it shouldn't take too long. Maybe we'll even move on to our second project while these pieces are drying, because I'm not gonna let you sit here and watch my paint dry. You can do that at your own house. We're gonna make shit. We're gonna make stuff. Last night, I went to a really fun show. It was a Twilight Zone parody play, and they took this is in Los Angeles, this is in NoHo, and they took 4 very well-known episodes and made fun of them. Oh, I need water. I need pink water. Any Twilight Zone fans? I'd never seen it. So it was like, but it was still really funny actually, and it had an ensemble cast. It was continually switching parts. They were switching parts literally in the scene. So they would be sitting in one chair, and then to say the line of the other person, they would run to the other chair. There were, I want to say like 6 cast members or something like that, 7. It was fun. It was a hoot. It was very, we're gonna leave that there. Okay, these pieces are drying. They're drying. So okay, that's Sam's. That's Sam. That's not the customer. That's the character's name. I think. I'm assuming. I don't think I even know. I think that the customer literally just gave me the reference, and they were like, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." So yeah. So anyways, tell me. I asked all my new friends last night this question. If you guys can, oh no, maybe I asked you guys this before. If you haven't answered, I would love to hear. I remember asking it for one of my videos, but not alive. Tell me please in the chat. I love this is my kind of porn as well. Tell me your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever dressed up as. Please, I would love to know. I've talked about me being Captain Jack Sparrow quite a few times. So I would say that's probably, that was like my most iconic, because when people saw me, they would get really excited about it. It was super fun to surprise people. They like wouldn't know it was me. It was really funny. I wonder if that brown is dark enough, and I wonder if it matters. Jessica. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I kind of want to I don't know if the outside is darker, but I kind of I don't know if that's a trick of the light that I'm seeing, but I kind of want to make that. One thing that I will do, and I say this all the time actually, if you watch my fake food regularly, when you're painting something, especially like this already three-dimensional fake food, the way to really make it go above and beyond is to always add multiple tones, multiple shading. I actually was watching a really cool video. This is really neat. I've actually always had the idea of doing this, but never did it. So this person gets the credit. I watch a YouTuber repaint or paint better really crappy cheap masks. In fact, this is really cool. He had a mask from his childhood. I believe it was a Mr. Freeze mask from Batman. And he did, I mean, this guy is very obviously a professional painter, airbrushing stuff and everything. And he created this really textured, like, he's not building anything onto the masks, he's just repainting it with his colors and his technique. So I don't know about the shopping bags, guys. I shouldn't have opened it. Like, I like opened it to spread it out. I think it might have been okay if it was just the bag by itself. I wanted it to work. He did a Mr. Freeze. He did like the a bottom half of a skull mask. That one was my favorite because he just kind of made it bone. He did Pennywise, and these are like cheapo, you know, CVS dollar store masks, and just making them slightly better. If you guys would be interested in that, I would love to pick up a couple and like do something like that on one of the live streams. I don't know what I'd do with the mask. Maybe I'd sell them. I guess I'd put them on my store, huh? That's something I would do. Why not? I mean, I am a Halloween store after all. Yeah, there's definitely not really, I don't think there's actually shading around the outside, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I don't know now. See, now I'm getting it darker like I was wondering if I should do, which is probably for the best. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I think that I am going to, like, in person, it looks so much more edible to me, a little bit. Again, I love the monitor. I love, actually, I'm gonna, okay, there we go. That's better. Now I'm just literally seeing everything over here. That's just how it goes. So give me your best Halloween costume, please. All right, we're gonna let that dry. And let's introduce the next one. Again, we're gonna be working on them simultaneously while they all dry, so we're not sitting here and wasting time. So, I had a customer who has a brand that's very strawberry centric, and she asked me if I could do a strawberry headband, and I do not know why I sat on this. I honestly don't know why I sat on either of these projects, because I had a lot of the parts. I just never really went to finish these things because I guess, you know, like I said, I didn't have much of a deadline. I didn't have a deadline for this one, and I had like a November deadline for Sam over there. So I made these leaves. I don't know how, they're not my favorite part of the strawberry. Definitely not. But they're what I have, and I'm going to basically, well, first I'm gonna like make sure there's no paint on my hands, because this is where it gets dangerous. I think I'm gonna give her a white headband. Because she has light colored hair, and that means that if I get anything on the headband, I'm toast. I could, if it's like a tiny spot, I can paint it over, but I really try to be careful with the headbands, like once they're at that stage. And the thing is, I feel like what I'm going to be doing here is gluing all these on individually. So basically, she's just going to have kind of like a bushel of strawberries on this headband, which I will go get right now. I'll go get the headband. Okay. So it's kind of like a thick white headband. It's already cute. And I'm honestly, like, I don't know really where to start. Well, maybe that's what my whole problem was here, is that I wasn't quite sure, like, how to kind of start and end this. It's like, do I just kind of place them? Because I was like, how do I, like, kind of just figure this out? And I think I'm just going to start from the top and just start kind of gluing, because I really don't know, like, should I hold it? Should I, like, what? I don't know. So I'm just gonna, honestly, this is what I'm going to do. I already told her back then that I wasn't sure when I was gonna be able to get this done. If it was gonna even turn out at all. I wasn't really sure. So I said, you know, I'll get back to you on this very original new custom order that I've never done before when I can. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a final product, and I'm going to go to her and I'm going to say, do you want this? If you don't, I'm just going to put it in my store. I don't know what else to do about it, because it's kind of just an out there idea. And I, for the first time, was on her her website, her Instagram, I should say. And I didn't look long enough. I didn't look too long. But she was wearing a strawberry shirt in the second post, so she is some kind of strawberry queen, and I want to make this look great. So I am using what I use on everything that I do, and it's just classic super glue from the dollar store. A lot of people use hot glue, and I used to use hot glue for my felt when I used to do these things in felt, but there was one time, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. There was one time where I was at an event. I was sitting out in the heat, and I had my donut crowns on mannequins. And then all of a sudden, something drops on my table, as I'm like sitting in silence, and I like stand up and I look on my table, and the glue had melted in the heat of the sun. And I was like, well, that's not good. People are wearing these outside. That's not great at all. So I started to look for an alternative, and I tried out just a generic super glue. It's called the original super glue, and this stuff does not let go. If I make a mistake, it's just gonna be the way it's gonna be, because it does not come off. It is when it's on there with this stuff. So don't sleep on super glue. I mean, this comes in a pack of 2, $1, guys, 99-cent store. I couldn't recommend anything better. I think I'm gonna save. We've got some cute leaves in here, as you see. What I did to make some of these leaves is I painted. This looks like a mess, but I painted the top of these my strawberries, and I just kind of kissed them, and so it actually creates veins, as you kind of can see, and they do kind of resemble strawberry leaves. I've looked it up, much more than whatever this is. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna put the girthy ones at the top and try to these are all the strawberries I have, I think. And as they go down, we're going to give her kind of like a very, like, a Catholic crown. I don't know how else to say that. And so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of like glue these all together as I go, and we'll see how it turns out. What's great about super glue is that it's super strong and it's super quick. I mean, similarly to hot glue, you know, you'll be sitting there. You can't sit there for like half an hour for one of these pieces to dry. There's some kind of hair. I don't think it's my hair. It's short. It's like hair from. I mean, some of it is, I'm sure. I think it's hair from my paintbrushes. I think it's gonna be pretty cute. If I'm not speaking too soon, I think it's gonna be pretty cute. Already it's really showing its true colors here. It's doing its job. So yeah, maybe we'll like put one there, and then the other one will have to go the other way because we're kind of leaning in a little bit here, a little too much. Or maybe, oh, maybe we'll like kind of put it backwards. Yeah. What's the worst side? Maybe here. Some of these headbands though, you'll never know until you actually buy it, but some of the headbands that I buy, they're white on the outside. They're covered in white, but I think that they're black headbands. So when I use my glue, you can kind of see, you can see where the glue is. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to cover that up in some way. I'm thinking I'm going to cover it up with strawberry leaves. I think that will be a good space saver anyways. Like that will kind of finish off the piece. I need one more kind of biggish one. I don't think we're going to use all these strawberries. Ugh, some of them have crud on them. I'm going to have to finish them off too. Like once I get them all placed and I see some kind of crappy parts, like I'll paint them over. But for right now, I want to get them placed because that has been the struggle this whole time. Is that they've been sitting here in this container. I haven't been doing anything with them. But I think this is gonna be cute. When I was describing this to her, I'm like, so do you want strawberry, like, do you want to be like a strawberry Statue of Liberty? Or do you want like a cluster, like a jumble? I think I used the word jumble of strawberries. She's like, I'm thinking jumble. I'm like, all right. And that's what we're doing right now. Maybe we'll like even kind of tower them on top of one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it initially looks. See, you can see really well there where like the glue meets the headband. Don't like that. Maybe we'll even I was like, maybe we'll have the strawberries bleeding and we'll paint it red. Oh, I used too much glue there. And then once you touch this is the same kind of glue that will absolutely stick your fingers together. So let's see. Luke once went as a paper bag head. Shia LaBeouf. Oh my gosh! The I am not a celebrity anymore. Wow, that's a new classic outfit. That's really good. That's really creative. It's really creative because, like, you know, some characters on a TV show or in pop culture, like, you'll try to resemble them, but they're not costume worthy. Like, they're not automatically recognizable. That though, my friend, is pretty iconic moment. I remember it well. So I think, yeah. Wow, would this only be like 5? I don't think that's enough. We'll see. So far, this is what we got. It's gonna turn out how it's gonna turn out. And then where would the other, what would the other side look like? Like that, maybe? Like trying to fit them in where they go, but I feel like this is unbalanced. This one's too tall, so let's put, do I have another tall one? Okay, that feels more balanced. Oh, I haven't had one upside down yet. That's what needs to happen. Maybe first we'll put a little strawberry leaf. Oh, that's gonna be cute, yes. Whoa. Contain yourself, please. I haven't unstuck them from the bottom. That will be kind of fun. Oh, this guy escaped. peel right off. Like, I literally just... It's a smooth plastic surface, so I wasn't really afraid of them. Peeling right off. Not being able to peel right off, I mean. Oh, they're really cute though. Like, they actually kind of look pretty leafy. I'm pretty proud of that. And I am definitely going to put them in between because one, there's space there, and two, we gotta hide. I'm not getting these headbands again, obviously. But I don't know. When I order them from just some rando, I don't know, like can you wet them and see if they change color? Like, I had to ask somebody on eBay if their pan, I don't know if you saw it on my art Instagram, but I wanted more space out on my balcony where I do all of my foam running, as well as I dry my paint out there, because it has been 100 degrees. It would be a waste of the heat to not put all of my stuff out there. But my balcony is also kind of covered, so it's not always the sun, the direct sunlight's not always reaching my paint. So I have a metal railing. It's about like maybe 2 inches thick, and I got high strength magnets, and I started magnetizing cookie sheets to my 2-inch railing to sit, and they sit there. We have not had an accident yet. I've been waiting to have an accident. Have not had an accident yet. Anyway, what was I? Oh, and so I wanted a really nice like tray to put out there while I am relaxing, smoking, drinking coffee, smoking cannabis, not cigarettes. Ew, like, come on, who do you think we are? And I scrolling on Pinterest. That's how I relax. I look for interiors that I want my future home to look like, and I wanted a really cute original tray, and I was trying to find a vintage one, but nothing really spoke to me. Like, I would love to find something that was vintagey but also kind of quirky and weird, and I found what I ended up finding that spoke the most to me and was cheap. Like, I'm not spending $50 on a tray that I could find at a freaking garage sale, which is what I'm going for here. But I found one that was like Californian. It was a map. It was California. It was the state, and it had a bunch of monuments on it. It looked like it was from maybe like the 70s or 80s. It was some kind of souvenir, and I had to message the seller and say, hey, take a magnet from your fridge and tell me if it will magnetize to the back of this. Otherwise, I can't use this metal tray. Because some metals, I've tested it on things I have here at my house. Some metals just do not magnetize. I don't know which metals those are, but some are not conductive. I don't know if that's the right word, but it sounds right. Like, oh man, it needs another half of a strawberry, not another whole strawberry, you know? Like, I feel like this is going to be just a slightly too much. Because I, like, want to lay it down, but then it makes it kind of lopsided. Maybe I just won't lay it. Maybe that? I feel like I need to kind of just stand it up. I don't like that. Is there anything smaller? I think that's my smallest guy. A little chunky. He's not smaller. Guess we're just gonna have to go with this one. Maybe I'll just put some extra leaves over here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this thing. After this guy's glued, I'm gonna put him down, and we're going to, we want to keep going back and forth because I know I'm gonna have other layers that I need to dry. See how fast that sticks? I mean, it's crazy glue. If you haven't used crazy glue, then, I mean, now you know. You know what? That guy might make it even a little bit. Not really, though. Not really. If I put him behind here. Ugh, I've messed it up. Let's see what it looks like on so far. That's really cute. It's gonna be even cuter with the... Yeah, we definitely need that one there. Let's just put it there while we're thinking of it. And what's cool about a lot of my fake foods is that I mean, they're pretty three-dimensional, so you can wear it like whichever side you like best. Cause like we've switched sides a bunch of times at this point. Like if you want more leaves showing, not those leaves, then you would pick that side. But maybe I should have one back here. No. That's really, oh my gosh, it's so dimensional. That would cover up some of our glue too. Okay, then we're putting this guy down, I swear. That's really cute. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I really do wish I had smaller strawberries. I guess I can cut some of them in half maybe. That might be one thing that I end up doing. We'll do it in the next stage though. We're gonna put this guy down for a sec. I don't have any coffee. How did I do that? Okay. We're gonna get fun now. Okay, I'm definitely... Okay, now what are we doing first? Let's do this rod because it has glitter on it. I don't have glitter. I don't have glitter like that. I have silver glitter and I have glitter glue. Wait, do I have red glitter? Well, it doesn't matter. I have to do red first anyways because this glue is very transparent. See, we have green glue. Check this out. This is from the same... I'm very confused about this because I'm pretty sure this is from the same kind of kit. And they're two different green colors. I obviously like this one better and it definitely matches what we're doing. Okay. Okay. What am I doing? We are painting this. We're gonna paint this. I'm gonna hold it with this part of the stick and then we'll cut it at the end where it can go up into our cookie. It's a cookie, right? That's what we're looking at, is a cookie. It's a gingerbread cookie. And I think that's really cool because that is, like, I don't know if another artist had come up with the cookie version. I'm sorry if I'm stealing. This is just the reference I'm using. But I think that's nice and original. Those look like really perfect stripes. I have a feeling I'm not going to achieve that. But we're going to try. We're going to see how good we can get. Don't need a lot to start. One thing that you don't need to do is overload on your paint like I did with all this that I wasted. Oh my gosh, it's already drying. Oh no. Hey, quick tip. If your paint has ever dried on your paintbrush, don't throw it away. You can take nail polish remover and dip it in. I mean, put the nail polish remover in a container, please, but... Oh, this is gonna be a pain. I was thinking of just wrapping it with ribbon, but this would be a lot more permanent. Like, I wouldn't have to glue down the... But it'd probably be neater if I did it with ribbon, because I do have... I'm pretty sure I have red ribbon. I feel like I'm already messing it up. This is a really nice, thick, opaque, studio-grade paint. Don't worry, in a couple minutes, I'll be... Oh, jeez. I didn't last a couple minutes. If you are ever on my streams, I always blame my paintbrushes for the bad paint jobs that I do, and I just keep switching them out. That's just how it goes here. I also think I have pretty bad brushes. I just keep going smaller and smaller every single time. And it's because I probably don't take the care of them that I should. You guys aren't seeing this at all. Oh, man. I just thought of how I could do this much easier. Or at least make it much cleaner. I have some masking tape. We're just gonna freehand it. Oh, wouldn't that suck if I just screwed this up? We couldn't use it and we'd have to start all over again. Oh, man. I'm gonna keep just trying to go at like a 45-degree angle and hope that will get me to where I need to be with the stripe. I don't have to, it doesn't have to be that long. Concentrating. I actually think I can do this. I think I can do this. I think this will turn into something. You are listening to K101 Stock Music. I think I can do this. The red stripe's much thicker than the white stripe, which is not ideal. But I guess I can go back in with the white if I really screw it up. Yeah, what am I saying? What is my trouble? Is this suspenseful or is it relaxing? It's like a little bit of both for me. Oh no, it's really going off the rails on the bottom of that one. Try to take this back. I have to fix that white stripe. Probably ask this every year, but do you guys have a favorite like Halloween movie that you watch every year? This is the same questions that I was asking to my friends last night. But mine is absolutely The Lost Boys. I've seen the second one, and then I believe there's one that Corey Feldman produced that has been on one of my hard drives that's back at home forever, but I never actually watched it. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like Corey Feldman's character is, did I say Feldman? Is like the central character, is the protagonist of it, the Frog Brother. I don't know if the other Frog Brother's in it. This is not, oh, is it? It's not focused. I have an autofocus, so I don't even... You're focusing on the wrong guy. Okay. Focus on my bad paint job, please. This is honestly a travesty. I can't believe that I messed something up so simple. What should I do now? What should I do? Because, like, it's all jagged. It's all kinds of jagged. So, I think what I'm going to do... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the other side white, and then I'm going to get my masking tape that I told you that I had, and then we're going to actually use that, and we'll figure this out. Thank goodness for another side. This is the suspense of the streams. We never know what's going to work out. When I'm doing my edited videos, which I don't even do anymore, you don't see all of the many mistakes because it would be boring. I mean, I show you like when I'm not even in the camera. Focus on the camera. But that is the suspense of the live stream. Honestly, it usually works out. Spoiler alert, if you're not here usually, it usually works out. There's honestly a project, I'll keep you guys kind of in suspense for future episodes. There's this project, it's literally sitting right next to me right here, a piece of it, the main part of it is sitting right here beside me, and I've been meaning to get on it for one of these live streams, but it's so daunting and scary that I've not touched it yet. I need to like mess with it before I can't like dive into it completely on stream. I need to know how it works. Alright. But I've been really anticipating doing that. It's kind of a different brown. I don't think it matters though. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, so first we're going to be doing the eye shape. I actually don't need this. I think because this is gonna take, if I use this looks great, right? But it's gonna take a buttload of time to dry. So I'm gonna actually mix my own lime green with regular leather paint, if that's normal. But it will dry a lot faster, and we can put the glitter right on top of it almost immediately. Green. I never use green on anything. There's really not a lot of green in fake food, in food in general. Like, to get green food is usually not on the list of things that people want to eat. Oh, first, I guess, should we make the bite first? Nah, let's do this first, and I will obviously not draw a second eye, but I will draw the nose so that I can give myself a little bit more room to make it look authentic. Whatever. This is a really good opaque white. I'm gonna mix it in with my green. I'm using literally a dollop of green. I have so much green because I literally never use it. It's a pretty light green that we're working with. At least it comes off that way. So I'm gonna keep it pretty pastel for the most part, or at least like really springy and light. I know I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be dipping in my bottle, but I don't really care about this green. I never use it. I know it's a big no-no. There, we'll get a little bit of it out of there. I don't know what kind of artist follows rules. Not me, at least. Hey, Azure Cloud, welcome to the party! We're painting A very special cookie. Okay. I'm gonna just freehand. Oh gosh, that's fine. You guys should be on the other side of me, but. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Probably gonna extend this eye. I just want to start sketching it out to understand my parameters. Should be a little bit more over. Okay. Pretty good so far. He's got a very little nose. See, now, his eye should be a little bit more over that way. I don't know how much someone might tell because half his face is gonna be eaten off, but I know, and it bothers me. Now the nose doesn't matter that much because it's going to be almost gone, but... Alright, I'm going to start kind of blocking out this smile. I'm going to kind of draw the spikes onto the general shape, I think. The spikes come up pretty close to the nose and the eye. This is like what I did with my eyeliner today. Oh my gosh. Meaning like, so I was trying, let me show you my mess of eyeliner. So I was trying to do a wing, but it didn't match on the other side, so I just started drawing more little lines so that eventually like the lines would even out. They still didn't, but hey, it's art. No rules, right? It's all art. I say that being someone who has always vehemently been against like, oh, art is what you like. Art, you just whatever you can pull from it, like whatever you feel like that's the correct answer. It's like, no, there was an answer. There was a correct way to do something. And yet I'm like, but am I an exception? God, that doesn't look like the original smile at all, and the original smile is really good. Like, I know how to do a jack-o'-lantern. I do them every single year for my entire life. Can I get in there? Take that right off. I can actually. Yeah, if you're working with paints like this, the thing that you can do is use alcohol. Probably should use that from the beginning. I still don't really like that eye. The nose is whatever. And it's gone. Check it out. So eventually you'll start getting into the brown if you keep going, but it does work. Yay, I'm gonna do that to the eye actually, now that I've thought of it. Because it should be a little bit, if I can. Oh, wow. Just messing us all up. I just really want it to be perfect. Because it's kind of a simple design. Like, I really should be getting it pretty perfectly. Pretty perfectly right. And I can't really go in with a brown because I did a gradient. And so I really need to just keep whatever brown is originally there. For the most part. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Okay. I like when I erase something and then practically just put the exact same thing back. I do it all the time. I don't know if I just did it now. I think I did. I'm not worrying too much about like this over here because it will be cut off. Don't do the eyeliner thing, Jessica. You had a pretty nice point going there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure all that green excess is pretty much undetectable. Maybe I will go in with a little bit brown later, but that's like pretty okay to me. That's pretty okay to me. And if you're new to the stream, you can see the reference right above us on the stream. That's what we're going for. We're gonna cut real deep into it for the most part. I think I'm even gonna like kind of draw out exactly where I want to cut it so that I don't screw that up, because I really can't go back after that. I'm gonna actually finish with this smile because I don't foresee me cutting that much off. I don't know why. Okay, he's gonna dry for a sec. He's pretty cute, don't you think? That looks like a cookie from a cartoon that I don't know which one. Like, oh, I know. Have you ever seen the Chipmunks Halloween with Pumpkinhead? And Theodore was making cookies, and they had like, they animated the icing to like fall off the ceiling or something. It was really cute. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they were doing. I was also talking about this with a friend last night. Like, do you have any like obscure things that you used to watch when you were little that you like maybe recently found on YouTube, or you like just remembered existed? I have quite a few things like that when it comes to Halloween. Things that I used to watch. My sister particularly, she used to watch, she still does, watches this Scholastic's Book Fair like video. You would get it at the Scholastic's Book Fair, and it was like a tape of these teachers, I suppose, reading and acting out these 3 books on a green screen. Monster Manners, Bony Legs, and something about the giant pumpkin and the mice of some sort. I got the book Bony Legs for my sister one time for, I think, her birthday or Christmas or something. I don't know what gave me that idea, but it was pretty cute. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Okay. So we're gonna let him dry. Oh, I think maybe our rod. Oh, our rod is ready to paint. Yay! Wow, I was pretty good at like delegating out all of the timing here. So, oh, this masking tape is really thick. I don't know if I'm gonna want that. No. What am I gonna do? Like cut it in half? Yeah, I could do that. Wait, do I have any thinner tape than this? I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna. Now I'm gonna like make it so that it's not gonna be even. I'm gonna cut it so it's not gonna be even instead of painting it so it's not gonna be even. I don't know which one's worse. Where's my X-Acto knife? Somewhere around here. It's probably hiding because it's like, Jessica, that's a bad idea. Like, don't even try. Like, why do you need to find me right now? It's freaking gold. Where did I put it? It's always here. I definitely need an X-Acto knife. That's the only way that I'm gonna get around this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I can do this slightly better than if I'd be painting it, so slightly. Again, you're out of the frickin' frame, guys. This is definitely better than my painting, I have to say. Oh! Lock this guy down. Now let's hope it just like tears beautifully without any problems. I don't think I'll need too much of this, so hopefully we'll be good with any future mistakes that I make. All right. Again, suspense on the waterfront. Oh no, it's not tearing beautifully. Oh God, come on, give me a break. All right, okay, we can work with this. I don't even think I need this much, but okay, and now it's giving up on me. Okay. Let's do this. Cut the bad parts off. The whole thing? Stop. Wait a minute. How do I make it? I don't know if I'm, it's gonna touch itself as it goes around. Like, it's gonna give me a very, very thin stripe, which is not what I want. I thought that this would work. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like my plan is not working. Because if I do this, it's gonna have a tiny little stripe. This happens to me a lot where I'm like, duh, this will work. And then I go and I do it. I'm like, there's something I missed. There's something I didn't think of. So I know you can't see because it's practically so blown out, but like, the tape is much wider than the stripes. Hey, whoever's talking to me, I am really busy right now. And if you're my friend, it is my friend. You obviously know that I should be live, but whatever. Let's close up on my. There we go. This isn't gonna work. This should be such an easy part of this. We're gonna use the ribbon. That's what we're doing. But then the ribbon would do the exact same thing that this is doing. But that's how a candy cane works. What am I missing? Art is a giant experiment, Azure Cloud. I agree. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Should I try painting it again? That didn't work out the first time. Huh. Damn. Okay, wait, let me read some of your comments. There's an animated series on YouTube that was also a manga called I Love Halloween. Kind of a goofy, dark tone disguised as a children's story. Ooh. Oh, it does look like Cookie. I'm glad. Cookie looks real. Yay. Oh, Azure Cloud says, I put a down payment on a bike. My adult bike is expensive, but it's going to save me a ton of money going to work. Yes. Using bikes to go to work. I'm very excited about that. That's something I like to hear. We're all just trying. We're all just trying to both better ourselves and save the planet. Better ourselves and the planet. I need to figure out how to do this. And let me just see what the ribbon ends up looking like. Oh my gosh, I have glitter ribbon. I might have glitter gold ribbon or glitter red ribbon. Wow, that would be something. Oh, here's some. So this is actually like kind of decent ribbon, you know. It's like two-tone though, so I don't know if that's quite right. Then we have this party frickin' city ribbon. But I think that, oh, I don't know if I have any. Oh, it's shiny. Look how shiny it is. I think this would probably be a good bet for like giving us the consistency. Oh yeah. Like that would give us our stripe really well. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Okay, we figured it out, guys. We figured it out. I knew we would. I knew we would. Okay, I'm gonna cut off the bad parts. And I think like I can lacquer this up. I'm lacquering you up after this so that it kind of becomes part of it. Okay, now what I need to do is just get the angle right, and then I can continue to put it on. So I think this is a pretty good angle, and then I'm gonna anchor it down with some of our just snappy super glue. That's way too much. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm getting green paint on it. Great. Great for that. Oh my god, I'm just peeling. Oh my god. My dirty fingers. That's not sticking very easily, which is not good. I have glue all over my fingers right now. Is this going to stick though? This was happening to me the other day with another material, that this stuff is so strong on my foam, and then some stuff it just doesn't even work on, which is really confusing because I feel like it should stick to everything. So I'm gonna just put it on this ribbon, and I'm going to like literally clamp it down. And so I used to do this with other products. I would literally just kind of, I think I was using hot glue, but I don't like hot glue, as I explained just a little while ago. And I would basically just kind of wind it down and glue it as I go. I think this looks so much nicer than whatever I was trying to do before. And I hope it stays. Oh, it is. I think it is. And you don't need much. And you don't need to put it like completely all over, because once a lot of the pieces are in place, I'm trying to get it even, get these stripes even, and I'm failing. Oh, I can't even do that part, Jessica. Well, at least it looks handmade. Oh good, I dripped glue all the way down one side so that whenever I wrap around that side, it'll just continue to stick. Happy accidents, happy little trees. It's not completely even, but I think we'll get the point across. Thanks. I'm glad you like the music in the background, Luke. It is premium stock music. It's not even premium. It's just stuff I found for free on the internet. Everywhere I touch, I just stick to it. I'm gonna do this pretty much like most of the way down. I was trying to cover up the place I just stuck my finger to, but I'm gonna have to put a little spot of white there. That is not even. It's not even at all. Oh, man, the stripes got so much bigger. How'd that happen? Can I just, oh, I guess you can just, really gonna have to lacquer that down, I guess. Like, I'm gonna take some more permanent glue after this and just kind of, oh, that's still not even. Shiny ribbon makes it look like a real candy cane. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you think so. Like, I did not think that this was going to be the hardest part of this design. Did not suspect. I don't know if I'm even doing this any better than the last time. And I'm definitely seeing some of the dye remnants on the stick. Oh, for freaking sakes. It's finally there. Whatever. I'm just gonna let this chill for a sec. I'm gonna move on here. Like, this is actually looking pretty good, in my opinion. Oh, let me show you some of my new toys. So, okay, we're gonna do 3 bites. I'm gonna definitely draw this out. But, I've got some curved blades. Now this, I'm like curved scissors. I know that that exists for some reason. And if you are not aware, it's for grooming dogs. At least that's that's the main reason that I saw it for. But it's so helpful to me. I'm like so mad at myself. I never like kind of looked up a pair before, because everything that I cut is curved. There's so many curves when it comes to food. There's lots of circles, and especially like on my pies, on my cookies, on my donuts, like I'm constantly, one thing that I have to do, one of the most tedious things that I have to do is cut off something called flashing, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is one that I really need to repair because it didn't, or just cut off the crust all, or the tin completely. But this is called flashing, and it's kind of where the foam seeps through the crack of my mold. And yeah, it's excess. So what should I draw this with? Because if it's permanent, it's permanent. So it's not like I'd be helping myself by actually drawing this, but whatever. So I'm gonna draw where the tips of each of the, there's like 3 teeth, I guess. And it looks like there's one here. One that goes in there. And then one that, yeah, I knew oh gosh, I think all my paint dried, my green paint. Is there any in there? Get it. I think I need needs to go a little bit further here. Okay, I just need to make that line there, and we'll cut into it a little bit. And I think that ends about right there. Yeah. I'm kind of like drawing out where the peaks would be. Okay. Okay. I guess I should let that dry a little bit there. What do you guys? Hey, Apaesthetics, thank you for coming. We're making a Halloween cookie because it's Halloween just all year round. Jess, have you ever thought of doing commissions outside of sweets, like a slice of pizza? Yeah, I actually have pizza. I have pizza in the store. I have very few sweets. I have very few sweets. That's right. I have very few other things. I have hot dogs. I have pizza. I have big soft pretzel. Junk food, I think that's the category because junk food's the cutest thing. The problem is with kind of like extending myself too far, and I probably sound like a broken record, but I really have to focus in on what would be most popular. And whenever I decide to add a food to my store, it's kind of a big undertaking to make the mold and to store the mold. Like this whole closet, I don't have half of a closet for clothes. Like I can't have an entire closet because I fill the rest with molds. And so, oh gosh, like when I moved, it was quite a workout. But I kind of am very conservative about how many things I continue to add. Whenever I hear something repeated multiple times that people want from me, that's when I'm like, well, I guess I should make a mold for that sometime soon, you know? And I usually do. Like waffles were always being asked of me until I finally found a waffle maker. Pancakes, I remember being asked a lot about. Other things are kind of obvious, like a piece of cake, obvi. It's like obvi. But yeah, so like some other, I do have like literally, I have a list of things. I'll tell you. I'll answer that question. This is a list of things that I want to make in the future, and they're not sweets. Well, some of them are. Okay, so, and some of them are just not even food at all, really. I've always wanted to make a tiny jack-o'-lantern, meaning a 3D, like when you get those little tiny pumpkins that sit on your windowsill from the grocery store, or wherever you'd get tiny pumpkins. And I wanted to carve a jack-o'-lantern in it and then mold that. A taco. Tacos are very popular. And I have had multiple people ask me for tacos. That one, see, whenever I think about like, how am I going to make this? I think about, should I make it in pieces? Should I mold the whole thing? Because like for a taco, you might want different kinds of tacos or different toppings. And then it's like, should I just make the toppings out of paint? What can I make out of paint? And what can I, like three-dimensional paint. There's other things on here. Don't look. Meringue. I have a pie. My pumpkin pie basically acts as the baseline for any of my other raised pies besides my lattice. And then I've started to make just toppers that go on top of the pumpkin pie, like meringue. French fries. French fries is like, that would go with so many things that I could make, like my hot dog. Hamburger, I don't have that on the list, but that's an obvious, like, really, people must have been tacoing about it. Thank you for that, Azure Cloud. I have like two celebrity clients or celebrity client orders that I've ever had, and one of them was Jimmy Kimmel's studio. I watched Jimmy Kimmel for a week after they ordered a pumpkin pie for me. Never saw it on the show. I watch it enough until I'm like, man, I can't watch this anymore. And if you've ever seen like a fake pumpkin pie on Jimmy Kimmel, it might even just be in the background, like, or maybe they needed the person who ordered it needed it for something else, and just like he was like a prop master and just I don't know. But they also he asked me for chicken, green beans, and mashed potatoes. And one thing that I didn't tell, and that's all that I have on my list. One thing that I didn't tell him, I should have maybe, but that would have like obviously like lost me business, is like, I don't know if they knew about prop houses. Like you can go and you can rent that stuff. You don't need to buy it from somebody. Like that's what we do in Los Angeles. I moved very close to my supplies store so that I would always be around it, and I could get my stuff pretty quickly. Um, but anyways, let's get to biting this guy in the. So, it's weird. It's because like there's 3 big bites, but there's also like it's jagged. Like the bites are jagged, which doesn't make too much sense to me. Oh, I forgot. The inside's not going to be this brown. I wonder if I can dig some brown out of this. It kind of like dried on top, but I think we can do it. Jimmy Kimmel using Just Paul's art. Maybe. I don't even know. Because obviously I didn't see it, so. Pixar didn't happen. I have the order, but I'm not going to show you like the guy's name and address. But like the first celeb customer that I got, I had to figure it out by where it was being shipped to. But when I got that order for Jimmy Kimmel, it literally just said Jimmy Kimmel Studio on it. So, and it was in the general vicinity of where it was supposed to be. So like that I know it to be. I've seen that studio. It's literally right off the Hollywood Walk. At least his like I'm sure that his studio's in the same place, but I see it. You can see his stage from Mel's Diner. His outside music stage. It says Jimmy Kimmel, real big. You can't miss it. I'm really glad I drew these little shapes here. It's very helpful. Alright, that's kind of like the general shape. And then I'm going to take my little nail scissors and I'm going to cut out I'm going to make it a little rounder because the bites are a little bit rounder, but they also have these little jaggedy guys in it. It's kind of hard because this is a very three-dimensional. It's not like you're cutting paper. You're cutting shapes into paper. You're cutting shapes into a foam cookie. Good thing it does need to be jagged because it's gonna be it's gonna be regardless. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll cut like horizontally here or vertical, whatever, whichever one applies. Want me to talk about something I'm really nervous about, guys? So I have this photographer friend. She is amazing. She's lovely. She's really talented, especially as a retoucher because my day job is that I retouch photos for major apparel brand American Eagle. And since we have a no retouch policy, I do very little, but I do it to a lot of photos. And I have a friend who's very artistic with her retouching and her photos. She basically is making photograph art. And she wants to expand her portfolio, and she asked me and my other very beautiful friend if we could model for her boudoir section of her portfolio. And I, being the person I am, whenever somebody like offers something of worth, like a photo shoot like that would cost hundreds of dollars, I like jump on it. I'm like, oh my god, a free photo shoot that I can possibly use for myself and you can use too. It's like, and I said yes right away, but I was severely like, I know, like, I don't know how I come across on the internet, you guys. Well, I guess I do. But you know, I have a pretty curvy body, and I like it, but I also feel very guarded about it. Like, you haven't seen a whole lot of pictures of me in minimal dress on purpose. because I know I probably have just like flashed you guys my under cheeks while I get up from my chair, but like I'm sorry, I can't help it. I didn't mean to, but usually when it comes to like photo shoots, I get very nervous and very guarded, and you know, I really like to protect my image, and unlike a lot of, you know, other girls on the internet who maybe, I don't know if they like the attention or they can just monetize the attention. I never really feel that comfortable about, you know, people constantly like blowing me kisses in my comments or whatever, because it's like, I don't know you. And of course anybody's free to do so, but it's just like, I don't know you. I don't know, like it's a little much. Like there's a couple, I mean, and it's fine. It's fine. But like, I'm an actual person sitting in an actual chair, and it just kind of always weirded me out, that aspect of internet life. And so now I've got this boudoir session coming up, and it's like, am I gonna bury these photos? Am I gonna be proud of these photos? Am I gonna be self-conscious? Am I going to feel like I'm giving part of me away? Which sounds so stupid because we're in 2022. Like my BFFs have freaking, you know, OnlyFans accounts and are just like selling their feed pics to random people or whatever. And so this is like so tame, because there's not gonna be any nudity. I mean, it's implied, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, I know that I'm gonna do it. Like we're literally doing the shoot on Thursday. And she's going to have me in a Marilyn Monroe inspired photo shoot section. Wow, that looks pretty close. We're gonna round these out a little bit more. But like, I don't know, when it comes to doing something really like sleazy, it like has to be for another purpose, or it has to be funny or something. Like I love doing the retro shoot for my fake food. Like it's my favorite photo shoot I've ever done. And it was adorable, and I was wearing just like kind of a retro dress and a retro skirt. Actually, I was like covered head to toe for the most part. I mean, even though it's like, you can obviously see the shape of my body, just like not too much skin. I don't know. The thing is, I think I'm like really blowing it out of proportion and getting upset for no reason. Like I literally, like was it Monday night? No, because it's Monday right now. What night was that? Was this Saturday night? Yeah, it was the night before, because I literally went to go see this photographer in her play. Like, she was in the play, in the Twilight Zone play. And I got so nervous about the whole thing coming up that I literally, like, cried in my desk chair and had to go out on my balcony. At the same time, like, what are you so afraid of? What is wrong? Like, you're in the public eye all the time. You literally put yourself in the public eye all the time. Why is this so difficult? I don't know. Azure Cloud says, oh, maybe it's a little kid nibbling on it. Oh yeah, that's cute. You know, Jess does great work when her celebrity awards. Thank you. I try. Do you guys know the other story? Like, do you remember who the other celebrity is? I can tell you that story. It's kind of weird, to be honest, but the streaming community, social media community is wild. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe sounds pretty spicy, to be honest, knowing Marilyn. Maybe, so she had a couple shoots. Like, she had a Playboy shoot where she was completely nude. She was like one of the first Playboy models ever. But then there was another one that I think was later in her career where she was technically topless, but she was under sheets, so like the sheets were coming up, you know, to here, and she wanted to I mean, it's very tame. It's like, you know, practically do that in a movie. I mean, I've literally had multiple sex scenes in movies, but it usually doesn't show too much. I'm sure if she is as a dress, we'll put. You could definitely pull off a punk rock Marilyn Pittsburgh. I actually am gonna, you know, I think this is for the photographer. It's really not for me. Like, I'm doing a favor for her and getting, I guess, free photos, even if I don't want to use them or not. But I did, I thought, like, if I was going to do something that was a bit me, it would be to use my leather jacket, because my leather jacket and my art, it makes me feel really powerful. It makes me feel kind of standoffish, if that's, the right word to use. It makes me feel like you can't touch me. I'm aggressive, and I know that sounds like something that people wouldn't want to be, but I think I spent a lot of my life just being very wary of people crossing boundaries with me, and not that I've really experienced too much. Maybe that's why, because I'm so fearful that it would ever happen, but which is true. Oh, am I even? There we go. I'm scraping the brown that's left underneath all of that's dried. I'm probably gonna have to mix more, even though I practically wasted so much of it. But yeah, maybe you'll see some photos, maybe you won't. She's gonna do portraits too, so you'll probably see some photos from the shoot. Just don't know how scandalous they're going to be. They'll technically be on her website. We'll see. We'll see what I want to share. For right now, I'm pretty nervous. I am gonna have to mix more brown. Because, when you put those kinds of photos out there, it's obviously you're doing it for a reason, Like if somebody does and there's lots of models that are just so beautiful, and they feel ownership about their body when they do something like that, which is what I'm struggling with, because I want to tell myself, it's fine. That's how you can really, own your body, is by, having photos that you like and you're proud of, and, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel that way, even though I know it's something that you're supposed to feel. If I do have some cool, sexy photos that include my leather jacket, or maybe me flicking off the camera, I'll feel better about it. And it doesn't help that I ate an entire quarter of some poutine fries last night. I am barely working on getting in photo shoot shape. But maybe this will just kind of document this specific time in my life, This is how I look, this is how I am, this is what I'm into, this is how I feel, because I always wanted when I thought of a cool editorial that say if I growing up, I watched a bunch of pop stars and rock stars do Rolling Stone and do the cover, do an interview inside. And when it came to a lot of the females in rock and pop, they were sexy. They were sexy photo shoots. And I always thought, what would I do to feel comfortable, but also to be kind of sexy, if that's kind of what they wanted from me, and to staple this point in time. And I always thought of if I could be topless, but just underneath my leather jacket. So it would basically just be, just this is my stage, and this is all you get. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. It's a weird place to be. I don't know how I feel about it. But man, I am 32, and for my entire career have not shown too much skin. So if there would be a time to do it, it would be now. That worked out. We did it. It's gonna dry even a little bit darker. And also there's a little bit of green there now. I could talk about this forever, because it's so dichotomous, the way that I think about the whole subject, because I don't mind looking at pictures of beautiful women that are undressed. I'm bisexual, so I would be attracted to those kinds of pictures. I have been attracted to those kind of pictures, but at the same time, I am a woman. And I have a certain feeling about what it means and what it does, and it's kind of hypocritical. I don't really know. I don't know how to feel. I'm very stuck. I'm very Sorry if I'm not in the frame. I'm very confused. But that's just what I'm going through this week. Olivia's Day is going to be shooting in September, on top of all my other travels and things I need to do. He's pretty cute. I love it. All right, that's going to continue to dry, but I think one thing that we can do is actually start putting some of these on. Okay, Azure Cloud, you've got a lot to say. Okay, Azure Cloud said, and anybody who has thoughts on this, that's kind of why I talk. I let you guys can respond in any way that you feel fit. So I will read anything you say here, I guess. That's probably a bad thing to say, but I want to read what you guys think. So I feel as a perspective from a male and spending a lot of time in the streaming community, the anonymity gives a lot of people across boundaries or just overall be cringe. Yeah. And again, like, everybody's allowed to say whatever they want to say, but then I obviously have my own reaction to it. And how I kind of want to be talked to like a normal person. Like, I guess the rule of thumb is, like, if you saw me on the street, what would you say to me, kind of thing. It's kind of how I feel about, like, the internet in general, though. I think it'd be cool to see me in a leather jacket and dress. Kind of makes me think of Susie Q. That's cute. Well, you decide, just as long as you're comfortable and having fun. That's what I think is most important. That's what I want to try to convince myself is most important. Like, my friend who's doing, the modeling with me, she's having her own session at the same time. It's like I can't even talk to her about it, I feel, because she did do a lot of, like, boudoir style modeling throughout her career, and she doesn't do it as much nowadays, but she did it and she was fine with it. Like, it's what she wanted to do. And I don't know, so it's like I don't know where to sit on it, because it's Los Angeles. Like, women are like actresses and strippers on the side, kind of deal. So we're gonna add some glitter now. I'm gonna continue to let it dry, but I don't need to touch that part. This will, I think, kind of dry down pretty quickly, and I'm only gonna I don't need to draw like really straight lines. Just want to make sure it's pretty interspersed on top of this green color. In fact, I'm just gonna, like, now that I am seeing how this is behaving, I'm gonna kind of just take a paintbrush and just move it around. This glitter is glitter glue, technically, but I wouldn't glue anything with it. I think what someone did, how they made it with the original reference, is they painted it, left it wet, and then they had some green glitter that they just literally sprinkled on top of it. And then it's stuck on the wet eyes, the wet green paint, and fell off everywhere else. It's not very easy. This stuff is a couple years old too. I picked it up from, like, the Dollar Tree in my old town, and that's at least a year ago. Because there's not many opportunities, especially to use some green glitter. It's like, what am I gonna do with that on my fake food? I don't know what I did with the other stuff. Oh, people do ask for glittery fake food sometimes, but obviously, like, I feel like green would be a pretty not last resort, but a pretty uncommon color. I hope it's gonna look better when it dries down. I'm really hoping for that. I feel like you're not going to see much of the blobs at all, but I'm going to try to break them up as much as possible. Like, I think it dries down very, very flat. Like, it's very dimensional right now, but that's not its final state. I do remember kind of, like, working with it the few times I did use it. Yeah, that looks like shit in the monitor. It like really doesn't look good, but it doesn't look terrible in person. And I think it will really dry down differently. I wonder how long that's gonna take. We'll go back to the strawberry and leave this alone for a sec. We're at 8 o'clock. My good. I do want to finish these two things because, like, why not? I think we can. I think I might put the stick in before I do the white. The white border that you see is going to be done in puff paint, which means it will not be drying for quite a while. So I'm gonna have to put it down somewhere after the stream, but you'll at least get to see it, and it will finish our look. Okay, we'll put this guy down for a second. This is, see the glitter? It's a very similar shade as that's on the original. I'm trying to figure out if this white balance is true to color. The cookie doesn't look too far off. It definitely is a lot more like a blue as opposed to kind of a yellow cookie, but it's kind of in the same ballpark. I don't think we need to get that specific with the cookie. I think it still reads pretty well. But we're gonna set that aside. And we're gonna finish up. I think we're gonna like legit finish up. Okay, what's on my hands? Just, is it paint? Any paint? I don't think so. Because remember, we can't go back if we get paint on this white headband. Adorable. Also adorable. It depends on what side you like. This was the side we started on. Pull back a little bit. Oh! So cute. It's like I want to put like one there. Wonder if she'd like halves. Like I wonder if that's in the cards. It means that I would have to paint the inside too. Which is a bitch. Okay. This thing is heavy. But it's totally doable. Oh my gosh. That is very, very cute. Honestly, that could be it. Like, I mean, we're gonna put the leaves on, but that could be like it. Like, I don't want to overload it and ruin it. Let's put some leaves on. Maybe I'll like pinch it and like make it a little bit like, yeah, that's pretty cute. That stem actually doesn't look bad if I gave it like a fresh paint job. Like there are, maybe I'll keep that one like that. Oh, some of these stems are so tragic. Okay, I'm gonna start gluing kind of like on the headband itself so that we can cover up some of those glue spots. Oh, that's pretty cute. It kind of folds, you know, like it's really in motion. I'm gonna try to not get new glue spots on the frickin' headband. Picking them off the bottom of this container again. A little drop will do ya. See, even the leaves I feel like are going a little overboard. But I don't really have a choice. Some of them really do look like leaves. Like, look at all like the little veinies in this guy. Wait, you can't even see. Look at that. That's just from, see those veins? That's from literally like kind of just dabbing it and letting it kind of peak. Little meringue peaks. That's just the shape it took. Sometimes we have those happy little accidents. Happy little trees. Like, I would totally do that again. I do need to save some of these leaves for the tops of the frickin'. I almost called them tomatoes. Jessica, jeez. This guy gets 2 leaves because he's extra spicy. This paint too, man. This dimensional paint is so great at what it does. It creates literal shapes and new things. It creates whole new things, but it also sticks to itself like crazy. No getting around it. Okay, that doesn't look great. Maybe if it like kind of stands up, but then you can see the crappy stem underneath. I'm probably gonna have to just cut those off, those little stems, because they do not look good. Like, I want to do that now. Come on up under there. I probably should also reinforce these guys because they are only on here with a dab of glue. They seem pretty on there, but I feel like we're a couple moves away from disaster. We have a limited amount of leaves. And some of them look better than others. I'm just covering it up with stuff I don't like. I'm covering up bad with slightly less bad. I have to think long and hard about these. I want to put them on and then see what I feel, and then I'll take them off or do something if I really hate it. From a distance, it's positively adorable, but I think when you get up close, some of the details start to fall apart. It's really the leaves. Like, the strawberries are strawberries. I literally made molds of real strawberries, but I don't know about these leaves. Like, kind of phoned it in with those. Hello, Wild Heart Entertainment. Welcome. Thank you. I know. I'm really digging the rock and roll hair. I'm just soaking it in. And this is our strawberry hat. I love, to be honest, I love how all of the strawberries arrange themselves. They're balanced enough, as well as still kind of chaotic, like kind of random. Very cute. And they're on there. Well, maybe not the headband, but the strawberries are on there. We keep brainstorming about these leaves. Maybe I should like look at real leaves. These are not too far away, but maybe if I like can make little cuts into them or something, or really, you know, just really hone in on the details. I think I'll eventually get it. But so far, this is it. And then this is the other side, which if you like less leaves, well, yeah, I would say that this is the back for sure. But yeah, one down for now. I think I'm gonna continue to work on it on my own. At least just the leaves. And this guy, let's see where we are with him. Well, not dry yet. I think it's gonna be like that for quite a while. So let us stick a stick up its butt. I don't know how easy it's gonna be for this this ribbon to come off, but I'm just gonna hope for the best because I do need to get this on here. And how am I going to do that today? So, if I see correctly, like this is even too long. So I can cut it right about here, it seems like. Give myself some breathing room. Well, we'll cut it even more so because a lot of it's going to go into the stick, or into the cookie. So I'm basically just scoring it with my scissors. Not really cutting all the way through, but we'll break it there eventually. There we go. Okay, and that'll give us right about what we need. So I'm gonna, where's the center? The exact center is about right, yep, right there. By the way, everybody go subscribe to Wild Heart Entertainment. I mean, subscribe to anyone who's on the chat, but that will probably be where Olivia's day is gonna live, right? Gonna go just a little bit deeper to make sure it's really stable in there. I'm like trying not to touch all of the various wet parts here, but there's lots. Okay. Well, at least that wasn't a nightmare. Okay. So basically all that's really left to see and do is to put our little border on the outside. As you see, if you came in late, we've got the reference right above us here. Looks amazing so far. Thank you, Azure Cloud. Once I start making money from voice acting, I'll sub. I mean, subbing is free. It will be so nice to get some traction, a little side income. But yeah, okay. This, I feel like I do this all the time. If I screw this up, then we've got problems that we can't fix. All right. Not too bad. It's pretty cute. Like, it's obviously not incredibly even all the way around, but neither is the ref. Like, I actually think I like mine a little bit better than the ref if I do this to myself. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Oh my god! Jesus. Maybe you shouldn't touch it anymore, Jess. Maybe you should just leave it alone. Oh, let me get my Q-tip. Oh my, I thought I had a Q-tip over here. Oh wait, I can use a paintbrush. And it never happened. Okay, that is... Look at it! Look at the... Oh, look at the ref up there. That's pretty darn close, guys, don't you think? Alright! I think my customer will be pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go put it somewhere where I can't touch it. Where? I'll put it outside, actually. You guys, it's like, it's hotter outside in pure nighttime than it is in my house. It's so hot. So hot. I'm gonna go jogging tomorrow in like 95 degrees. I think the frosting tied it together too. That worked out pretty well. I'm pretty proud of that. Oh my gosh, so we got it done pretty short amount of time here. Do you guys want to stick around? I was thinking that if I finish super early for some reason, that I just cut some sprinkles. You guys can see my sprinkle secret. We made sprinkles. We made clay sprinkles the other week, and I used Sculpey 3, which is a very soft clay. And honestly, if you're just kind of doing it for decor, it's perfect. But I have pieces that people like to squish. And what I found is that they can continue to break on you, like even as it's on the piece. And I don't like that. I mean, it wasn't too detrimental, but like if you put any kind of force on these sprinkles, they might come off or they might break. Again, you have to put some force on it, but like whatever. So the thing is, what I usually do is you can do this with, I guess, other things like maybe yarn or whatever, but there's this product called Loopy Cord, and it's plastic cording that you would use to make bracelets. I don't know how I came across it even to have this idea, but I ended up cutting these strands of cord into the sprinkles that you see on most of my stuff. So I mean, I can do that now. I literally I bought dozens of packages of them. I don't know if that will be boring. I think you are feeling all the heat rising off the sidewalk. I mean, quite possibly. Like, I can't even... I've been making, all these fake foods throughout the week, but I had to stop today because it was so weird. Like, these are chemicals that are turning into memory foam from my molds, and I found that the insides of some of my pores were okay, like the pieces themselves, but where it was touching the sun and touching the outside, it went hard, and it, like, I call it like calcification, like as if like your muscle would calcify, like the Elephant Man, I guess. Good reference, I guess. Topical reference, Jessica. It like calcified, and that's not good. So I just stopped, and I'm like, I guess I can't do this now. I bought it's lit up. I don't know how good that looks. I bought a solar light. It's just like literally pointing towards the sky right now. I don't think it would light up much. It's for walkways. I bought it at the dollar store to see what it looks like, and I was wondering if it could like light my little station out there. I don't know if it's gonna do a good job though. I don't know if I want to be making foam stuff in the dark anyways, but what I did do recently was I looked at my most popular pieces from last year to really stock up, and man, I sold like upwards of like 50 pink sprinkle donuts that you wear on your head. I can't believe I could have those in my room at the same time. I guess I didn't. I would make it in multiple batches. But, that's a lot. So, Azor Cloud, you walked home from work today, and you're only on the East Coast, but it's muggy. Oh, yes, muggy is definitely a word I'd use to describe. I'm sure you remember how warm Pittsburgh can get. Yeah. It was, well, I mean, California definitely gets warmer. I mean, I guess they can get the same degrees. Like, it was 90 on days in Pittsburgh where it was, 80 over here. And that's just how weather works, I guess. Can I paint something? Is there anything over here I can kind of paint? I think that'd be a lot more interesting. Everything kind of needs a base coat, though. It's a little boring. Well, guys, I think I'll get going. I want to kind of clean this room. Like, I didn't even make my bed over there. This has been a pretty hectic one, at least. It wasn't a hectic. It was a pretty good episode. We did what we came to do here. But, I almost forgot. Like, I was going to run to the post office, and it was like 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get ready for stream. But that's good because I'm getting really comfortable. It's like just jumping on with friends, as it's supposed to be. So, but I think I'm gonna leave it off here, and do some other kinds of work, some more boring work that you guys wouldn't want to watch. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me once again for my live streams. I really do appreciate when you come here because if I lose touch with my audience, with my outside world, I feel like I've lost a piece of myself. So it's really great to have you guys here, and I appreciate you. And I hope that you have a great rest of your week. And maybe I'll make a video every once in a while. Like, maybe I'll, like, actually make a video soon or something. Who knows? Loved it. Jess Paul, fake food artist and glamour model. Oh, we'll see about that. We shall see. I'm so anxious, you guys. I do hope it works out well. And one thing I don't compare myself to Marilyn at all, but one thing that I think I have a couple posters of her in my room at home, and like I don't necessarily look up to her so much as I look up to her as an icon, I guess, because she managed her life in a way that she did what I'm struggling to do. She was a sex symbol and she owned it, you know? I'm just talking about like literally one photo shoot. But one thing that I think is pretty similar that we have is I have this poster behind my desk where she's like smiling. She's like big teeth, like, and I'm like, oh, I mimic that smile all the time. I must have seen it so much, just staring at like behind my desk, the desk wall, and I noticed myself like big all teeth, open mouth, like, so I don't know. I guess that's where the similarities start and end. Bottle blonde hair, such. But yeah, we'll see. I'll try to channel my inner Marilyn. We'll see where it goes. Wrecked Radio and Jess Paul fan for life. See you later, guys. Peace, love, rock and roll. Have a good one. I love you guys.